So the other thing that you're big on is, tweaking your controls around local intelligence gathering. Can you give us an idea of what you'd consider the top two or three local intelligence things, and what's the role of some of these services that just provide all kinds of threat information? And how valuable is that, or what is that? What do you mean by that specifically? I guess
I tell people to value local collected intelligence over far away intelligence. Like a lot of people, they get a report from Symantec or Microsoft and like, oh my God, this is what I need to be worried about. What I said is that really has the least impact upon your environment. What you really should do is look at what are the actual attackers and malware trying to do in your environment, and then focus on that. Use and then if you can or you haven't collected data on your environment, maybe your industry, your competitors, and let it move out. But the closer that the intelligence collection is to you, the more valuable it is. And I mean, and it's really simple things. Like I always tell people like, well, I can't collect that information. One of the easiest ways is like almost everybody's running antivirus or endpoint detection, and they will give you a monthly report telling you, here's all the malware stuff that we detected. You can take the top 10. The top 10 usually compromise 99% of what they detect. It's the bug of the month that's trying to break in. And you can actually literally spend 5 minutes looking them up and find out how they actually infect people. Most of them only come in one, maybe two ways. So you can literally collect the top 10 malware programs that were detected and removed by your systems, spend 5 minutes, maybe 30 minutes tops, researching how they actually spread. Is it social engineering? Is it Word documents? Is it unpatched software? Is it misconfigured websites or whatever? And literally quickly go, oh, okay, it looks like this. 60% of these things got it because of social engineering, 20% because of patching, and we have log4j, vulnerability or something like that. But so you can collect that information and then go, okay, this is how they're trying to break into us. And this is okay. If it's a lot of it's social engineering, we got to figure out the policies and the technical defenses and education to fight social engineering. Oh, look at this. 20% of it was because of unpatched software. What's that unpatched software? Is it Adobe Acrobat? Is it, Edge? What is it? And so you can use your local intelligence to harden your environment and see immediate results. Instead, everybody's always trying to do 200 things. I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this. They see their problems like bubbles in a glass of champagne. And what the cybersecurity world doesn't tell you is 2 or 3 of those bubbles are far bigger than all the other bubbles in those glass. And so spend a little bit of time figuring out what your 2 biggest bubbles are and concentrate on those first and best.
All right. What about the expanded attack surface with the public clouds, the Amazons, the Azures, anything you're seeing there? There's the content security profile management or configuration management solutions that will kind of make sure all the high level X's and O's are crossed. Is there anything that people should be aware of there beyond those basic?
In general, I kind of like clouds because for a lot of reasons, cost and stuff, but really I like clouds because if you're attacked by ransomware, even when they do attack the cloud provider typically has a really good backup and restore solution, and you'll be back up faster. And let me say, we're seeing the ransomware guys start to attack the cloud more. Mm-hmm. And so I think we're going to see more of that in the future, and maybe there won't be as much safety in the cloud. So anything you can do to help manage the cloud experience. Like what's interesting, if there's an attack on your on-premises network, you have the ability to control what events that you take and what events that you read and react to. But if it goes up into the cloud, like if someone's beating on the cloud on your password, let's say, you may or may not get a report. Maybe Microsoft and Google send you a report, but not every cloud, maybe if they're, and let me say, I'm just making this up, but, maybe right. Salesforce or something, they're beating on some app that your company uses. Will you ever get the report that someone was banging away at your password? You don't know. So I do think that, you have to educate yourself, talk to your cloud service providers about what type of information and telemetry they provide you, what other type of, tools and techniques and access brokers can you do to try to help protect your experience? Because certainly the attackers are going to focus on more in the cloud in the future. I even heard the term ransom cloud today and had to comment on that in a press thing. But they're absolutely going to concentrate on the cloud because more and more people are going to the cloud. And if they don't, they're going to have a limited, smaller pool of customers. So absolutely, certainly, are they going to go to the cloud? And you have to ask yourself, what am I losing during that transition? What am I gaining? And try to fill in the gaps.